Hey folks, Mike Slomo Brenner for Industrial Guitars. Welcome to the fourth installment of Lapsteel as a Second Language. Hope your practicing is going well. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to go right into a banjo roll. And the cool thing about a banjo roll with an open string instrument, not only is it going to get you a little more comfortable with your picks, it's going to get your tuning a little bit better because in this exercise we're going to only be fretting one string, and the other two strings are going to be open and static. So it gives you an opportunity, like the previous installment, of sliding those strings against the open G. We're going to be sliding a string against two other open strings, so it kind of gets your ear tuning tweaked up in a good way. I'm going to introduce another technique. It's the idea of, if you're playing a chord, you're keeping your bar flat down on the strings. For this exercise, we need to angle our bar, and the angle of the bar is almost 45 degrees. So you're able to do that by using these two back fingers, which previously had been our kind of back mutes. They wind up forming kind of a tripod and give you some balance. They sit right on the strings behind where you're fretting, okay? And they also provide a bit of a mute against the sound of the bar clanging against the strings. It's sort of a touchy little thing, but I was taught that when your bar comes down on a string, this finger, your ring finger, comes down just a hair before and cushions the blow so that you're not getting that rack of the metal against the string. So your third finger kind of comes down as just a very quick cushion just before the bar drops. Okay? And then you're going to keep your bar angled, like I said, almost 45 degrees, and keep these two fingers as your tripod. This will become uncomfortable if you're not used to it. Okay, you've got to bear your way through it and keep practicing. But your hand, I've seen students after one lesson being introduced to that, and their hand gets kind of uncomfortable. Put it down, try something else, come back to it, because this angled bar technique is super cool for being able to play interior strings and not just your outside string without touching the other strings, okay? The exercise starts with your bar on the fourth string of the fifth fret of the fourth string, okay? That's a G note. It is an octave below your root on the top string at the same fret, right? So we're going to start with our bar angled, just the tip of the bar touching that note, touching the string on the fourth fret. And remember, my back fingers are forming that kind of triad, okay? Now the roll goes like this. It involves all three fingers. It goes thumb, index, middle, thumb, index, middle, thumb, middle. And we're on strings 4, 3, open 3, and open 1. So it sounds like this. Thumb, index, middle, thumb, index, middle, thumb, middle. A little slower. Bluegrassers who use rolls a lot would also describe that as 2 3s and a 2. That makes up your eighth notes for 2 bars, right? So it's 1 2 3 4 5. I'm sorry. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2. So the first part of the lesson, you just have to do that. If you want to get used to just doing with the pick hand, keep your bar off of it. A metronome is essential. Okay, because the idea is you're gonna get up to speed. Okay, and it's just impossible to do that without a metronome being slightly, incrementally raised and faster. Okay, so back to barring 4th string, 5th fret. You're going to go thumb, index, and right there is an important thing to notice. Those are unison notes. So you will know whether you're barring on the on your 5th fret of the 4th string is in tune, because if it's not, it's going to sound like that. Or if it's too sharp, it'll sound like that. So you want to get used to hitting that note so that the next note is absolutely the same note. Right? And then that top note is your open 5th. Okay? So I want you to practice on that for quite a while. And then when you're comfortable with that, we're going to change the fret, the barred note to 4th string, 3rd fret, which is an F. Same roll. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Now try to alternate. Start on the 5th fret. And back. All the while keeping that tempo solid. Use that metronome. Let it guide you into the pocket. After you get acclimated with that, we're going to do the similar idea to what we did in the 3rd installment, and we're going to move that roll all over the blues scale. Just staying on the 4th string, and we're going to use those same intervals. 5th, open D. 3rd fret, 5th fret, 8th fret, 10th fret, 12th fret, 15th fret, 17th fret, and then back. Okay, so not only is that kind of creating some ideas that could be some cool drones for songs, it's also going to, it's an exercise that's designed to get your fingers used to the string spacing. Excuse me. And it's also to train your ear to keep those intervals in tune with those open strings. Okay. Try to alternate the notes. 10th, 12th, 8th, 10th, 5th, and so on and so on. Make some patterns up that sound interesting to you. Make your own exercises up. Slowly start increasing the metronome so that your roll is a little bit faster. Okay, and that should keep you going for a while. Once again, it's Mike Brenner for Industrial Guitars. I'm playing an industrial resonator, a really amazing instrument. These are made in Benton, Illinois by Chris Falk. I encourage you to go to their website and see the huge line of incredible instruments that Chris makes, steels and regular guitars, primarily using aluminum, and they are built to last and sound awesome. This is Mike Slomo Brenner. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Tune in for installment 5. Thank you very much.